Dude, I'm all fired up with how the Seahawks are looking at the current moment. 38-14 win over the Commanders. This was one of those games where I was wrapping up Rufino and Joe last night, and I just kind of look up and I'm like, oh, great. Am I going to even try watching this game? I watched parts of it. I watched it, and then I kind of went back and reevaluated after the fact. This was just such a brutal thumping against a team that was supposed to be competitive this year. We'll talk about the Commanders in a little bit in their current state. Sam Darnold had another prolific performance, 21 of 24 for 330 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a pick in this game. He completed 8 of 9 passes for 191 yards on all four of his touchdowns on downfield passes, which is 10 plus air yards. That means he's attacking downfield. There is no just simple check down, dump off, screen merchanting happening in this situation. The one thing that's been really fascinating I've been tracking on X is people talking about how Kubiak, the offensive coordinator, has been doing this really unique approach to personnel groupings that opposing teams are completely misjudging how they're defending it. And what I mean by that is they're running a lot of multi-tight end personnel groupings. Naturally, defensive coordinator, he's thinking, oh, they're trying to run us over.
Yep.
We're going to come out. We're going to put our base in. We're going to get ready for the run. And they've been taking really aggressive deep shots out of these 2 tight end sets that nobody has the personnel equipped to keep up with them. I don't know how we've made it this far into the season and nobody's noticed that. Like a defensive coordinator hasn't been like, hey, we should just keep our dime personnel in. And if we can't stop the run, we can't stop the run. I'd rather lose by giving up 5 or so yards on a couple of carries here and there, and then maybe kind of slowly working their way down the field instead of getting gashed by JSN because he's cooking you deep out of these sets.
The NFL is so funny, man. Yeah, 12 personnel, 13 personnel is all the way back, and you need like a Kamal Ishmael hybrid linebacker safety to be permanently in the game. I think genuinely with the rise of 12 and 13 personnel, all these high tight end sets, I'll bring it back to Atlanta briefly just for an example. They signed Devon Diablo, a linebacker from Oakland, who is phenomenal in coverage, not as good in the run game, but he had been tearing it up before his injury. That's because he could cover and stay in the box. If there's a tight end that wanted to get behind him, he could have recovery speed for it. But your big, normal, hulking linebacker who like Seattle faced yesterday, Frankie Louvu and Bobby Wagner, open up the seams, fellas. Yeah. This is a highway. This is a highway to the end zone. Oh, they were licking their chops against that defense. Oh, what a performance from Seattle. Darnold looks awesome. I love that they're pushing it vertically and they're getting everyone involved. The Christian Arroyo ball was spectacular, and then he just putting it.
Elijah Arroyo.
Who was Christian Arroyo? Who am I thinking?
You just made a dude up.
I know. Maybe I went to high school with the Christian Arroyo. I think I did. Yeah, sorry.
Made a dude up. This dude's losing it. Elijah Arroyo. That play was fantastic, and it was one of those ones where you see maybe in the next couple of years as he develops, it's like, oh my God, they really have the perfect personnel to run what they're trying to run. And Darnold is thriving in this system because everything is just working around him.
How about they just find another Tyler Lockett and Torrey Horton that just is an everything wide receiver that can get shifty, finds the end zone. It's just a really fun offense. The Seahawks are legit. And here's what I'll say. It's so much less annoying watching them play in those throwbacks than it would be in their regular uniforms. They're more endearing in those jerseys.
They got to keep those.
They looked so good last night. The offense was spectacular. The defense is good. And the Darnold evolution, he's not just throw it up to Jettas anymore. It's watch me operate this offense.
And he's navigating pressure really well, too. There's a lot of plays where you're watching him step up and maneuver and not have a natural base, and he's just whipping it. This is not some dorky, goofy, Sam Darnold's doing awfully great. Yeah. Here's the thing. The first reclamation project was Jared Goff, and Jared Goff has been great. But I would argue that whenever things start to kind of constrict and they don't go well, Jared Goff tends to struggle a little bit. When things aren't flowing effectively, he hasn't exactly been the type of guy to be a team elevator when the run game's not there or some of his top receivers are out. Sam Darnold is the realest reclamation project because when he got drafted, he's actually playing to what everybody projected on him. Hey, this is a guy who could be a top quarterback in the NFL, who's got a natural arm and just makes plays.
Dotting.
I love watching him play, dude.
If I'm a quarterback and I had a shit stop with the team that drafted me, I'm going to San Francisco for free. I would defer contracts to other bad teams and just say, let me in the building. I don't care. Don't have me on the active roster. Make me a quote unquote analyst. Let me learn. Let me learn in San Fran. And then he gets to go put it into action in Minnesota a little bit. Now he's in Seattle. It's still carried over. 3 teams, 3 years. You don't see that kind of replicated success with so much change. But he got something figured out in San Fran. He got whatever his quarterback identity was, they solved it and figured it out. Why is Mac Jones playing so well in San Fran? Why is Brock Purdy a guy that's getting paid so much money? It's the only place you should go if you're a quarterback that needs to learn how to be an NFL quarterback.
Yeah, who knows what's going to happen with Mac Jones this offseason? I wonder if anyone's going to just completely throw a whole wad at him. I wonder if somebody's going to give him the Baker
him and Purdy should just split the wad. Hey, you two both have a dream job here. You split it down the middle, and then we'll let Purdy start. If he goes down, we have Mac.
Who actually would be the total team to do this and completely bungle this? The Raiders. The Raiders would totally offer him a huge,
you just hurt my stomach, actually.
Huge contract. And it's we got our guy. And they pass on the 5th overall pick, and they take Arvell Reese or something along those lines. The total defensive weapon that Pete Carroll needed.
Dude, I'm not liking this team building.
Because that wouldn't work for Mac. That's not a good situation for Mac. Mac needs the Sam Darnold where team's already got a star receiver and you got a couple other weapons and a solid improving offensive line. I don't know what team that is, though, that's a quarterback away. Who is that right now?
Quarterback away. Cincy, but I guess they got their guy. I wouldn't say Arizona's a quarterback away. They got some issues.
I know that we're kind of going off tangent from talking about this game. They're really the only team that kind of fits that description is the Raiders, but they're not really a quarterback away. They might trick themselves into thinking.
Are the Jets a quarterback away? God, I swear to God, I feel like they are, but they're not.
No, they're
bad.
They're a team that's in the bucket of you've got. Actually, here's an interesting one. Here's an interesting one that I would actually legitimately do. Him to the Steelers.
Oh yeah,
he would be perfect. Arthur Smith led Mac Jones. Being all fat in Pittsburgh.
No. Actually, I'm not liking it now. Somehow, Aaron Rodgers.
We need fat Mac Jones back, by the way, fully, if we want his full.
Fat Mac Jones. Mac Jones is kind of tall, right?
No, he's 6'2".
6'2". Oh man, I kind of wanted to run around like Big Ben there.
6'3", 220.
Yeah.
But I remember when he was real dumpy. I remember he was big dumpy.
Got that good text, by the way, during the show.
What, the text we talked about pre-show?
Yeah, just give you a heads up. Got that good text.
Happy about that. The test was negative.
Happy about that. You're a bad person. You are as bad of a person.
Rack says Saints. I don't.
The Saints are not a quarterback away.
They're not a quarterback away.
They're not a quarterback away.
But Kellen Moore would talk himself into saying that, hey, we got to go get Mac Jones. Let's I just want to get back to talking about the Seahawks, by the way. Here's my argument. I think the Seahawks have the most legit resume out of any team in the NFL currently, because it feels like every single week we've kind of gone, well, this team's the best team. Well, that team's the best team, with exception of the Bills, because the Bills are in their own little category.
Yep.
Last week we tried to do it with the Lions, and they lost this week to the Vikings. We tried to do it with the Colts. They lose to the Steelers, and most of their wins are against bottom-feeding teams.
Pats ain't played nobody either.
Pats haven't played anybody either. Their 2 losses have come against the 49ers, which are a top team in their division and could very likely be vying for a spot in the NFC wild card. And on top of this, their other loss came to the Buccaneers, which are probably going to win the NFC
in a
South.
Tremendous game also.
They have notched wins against a good Commanders team, against the Jaguars, against the Steelers early on, Houston before C.J. Stroud got obliterated yesterday. I don't know. I think that they've really strung together an incredibly underrated resume, as well as some losses that would really help them get into the college football playoff. They're not playing in the SEC. But I get to my point, though. I feel like that they've got one of the best. We don't talk resumes for the NFL. It's one of the things that I find very odd when we're trying to evaluate who's good, who's actually good, who's really overrated. Nobody ever brings up resumes. We spend every second just wrenching the neck of everyone who's like, you said who's good?
Yeah.
They played
It's fun.
this many
It's fun to get like
teams.
that. Yeah.
There's
like
no
how your face is getting red. That's how you know you're alive.
Can we start ranking teams? Like, can we start like, can we create a weekly top 10? Can the AP do that? Can
you want to do the NFL
playoff
CFP?
committee?
Oh my God.
The NFL playoff committee.
Don't give them any ideas. You know why? Because that's going to give them another show that they can put on. The CFP show. Do we have a CFP show this week?
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a TV show that everyone gets to watch. So the NFL. Oh my God, that show would do numbers, Joe. Here, while we're on Seahawks schedule, they still have 2 games against the Rams. That is
going to be the litmus test.
Insane football watching TV. In 2 weeks. They play at 4:05, make that Sunday Night Football. And then I think at their last game of the year, or third to last, they play it at 8:15 prime Thursday night against the Rams. Make that Sunday night also. You put flex them both into prime time. I need these matchups more than I need anything else. We already got Philly Chiefs. We already got Bills Chiefs. We already had a great Bucs game. Have the Lions given us a good one this year? I think they have. Give me Rams Seahawks and put it in a syringe and
wait, are they the final week? They're the final game of the season?
No, third to last week of the season.
Who's their last game of the season?
49ers, but that's TBD. The last 2 games are TBD.
That's a real shame that we're not getting that.